Xiao, and this is my second upload of this because my first one had bad audio quality. Hopefully, this is better. Now, this is set up an intro to data analysis by yours truly, Alex Xiao, me. So, what is data analysis? Data analysis is basically looking at a bunch of data, whatever data it is. For example, you could do graphs, pie charts, bar charts, or an Excel spreadsheet with 7,000 columns of numbers. Whichever one fits you, that's data. And then you analyze that data and you come up with a conclusion. Now, as you can see, there is this big dictionary definition with big words. Just look at this definition, is basically the same thing. Now, what is data visualization? Data visualization aids, it helps you in data analysis because it turns all those numbers in unreadable Excel spreadsheets into something you can easily understand. There are data visualization softwares such as Tableau, which is what we're going to be using, but there are like I mean, technically if you use Google Sheets and then you drag, you can insert a chart that counts as data visualization, but I don't really like it because it's a bit basic. Now, why would you use data visualization? Take a look at these two images. One is made using Tableau, one is an Excel spreadsheet with 7,000 columns. Now, this one is obviously easier to understand due to the fact that you can easily, at a glance, tell that, oh, technology has more profit than everyone else, or, oh, phones outweigh all of the other products in sales. Now, this, if you're a genius, you might be able to understand it, but as the rest of us common people, we can't really understand this at a glance. But we can understand this at a glance, so that's the whole point of data visualization. So there's an enlarged version. So what's the point you're trying to make with a graph? Now, there are a lot of examples, but the biggest one is always, whenever you're making a dashboard or a graph, always have a purpose in mind. If you just slap together a bunch of charts, it's not very good because it's all messy. No one wants messy visualizations. And let's do Google Sheets. So you click on this Google Sheet link, or you just search up Google Sheets Excel, and you get transported to this thing. Now, this is what I would call Superstore. Now, this is the 7,000 column full of like items. This is the image that we just saw a few seconds ago. But this loads very slowly because 7,000 columns of numbers, that's a lot for Google to handle. So we wait. If this thing ever loads, what you gotta do is you go to Files, and then you go down until it clicks Download, and then for download, there's the CSV option, and then you click on the CSV option. I am so sorry. You guys can just like skip ahead if you want. Actually, you shouldn't skip ahead. This is my great commentary time. Yeah, finally it loaded. I really have complaints with, I can't complain. This is 7,000 rows. So you click on download or you just hover over it, and soon there should be an option for a CSV. So as you can see, there's the CSV value. Now click on it. Okay, so now that it's downloaded, we can close this super slow loading thing. Just keep that in mind for later. Now, what is Tableau? Tableau is a data visualization software that I personally really like. Please sponsor me. But the thing is, it has lots of cool features. It allows you to visualize things with great accuracy options for you. The thing about like Google Sheets and Excel charts is that they're a bit clunky and they're not very good looking. Now, here's a feature. This is called the Tooltip feature. I'll teach you guys about it later. But like, you can use charts inside of a chart, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Now you got to create a Tableau public account. You click on the link, or you just search up Tableau public free account, which is free, which is great because it's a professional grade software. Okay, so you click on the sign up option. Now, I trust you guys are smart enough to be able to create a profile, but once you've done that, you'll be greeted to this screen. Now you click on your profile, and then you click on create a viz. Now, this will lead you to a new workbook. It's a blank canvas, basically. There should be an option for you to upload data source, which is literally the most important because without a data source, you have nothing. So, see, you just click on upload, and remember that Google Sheets data that we downloaded? Well, it comes in handy here. Now, if this thing ever loads, we can click on my recent ones and click on superstoreorders.csv. Now, a fun bit of trivia, if you see that I have like 4 CSVs, it's because I've tried recording this video multiple times, and those went well. So, as you can see, we finally have all of our data uploaded, which is great. Now let's go back to the slides. So Tableau uses data differently in the view depending on whether it's discrete or continuous. Basically, continuous means it's numbers, it keeps on going, and discrete means it's like a category and it breaks up that continuous number. So for example, if you do a continuous in a continuous, one in the rows and one in the columns, then you would just get an unbroken line. But if you do a discrete in a continuous, you'll get bar charts that are broken up. Now, we just went over how to get the data source, but here are the slides for it. Now, this is the marks card. The marks card is it's literally the basis of all making charts. It has everything we need. It got color, size, label, detail, and tooltip. Now, detail, I'm not going to be touching that because you don't really use it that much. But for like color, it's a no-brainer. Color and size, they adjust the color and size. Who would have thought? Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Now, the problem with this is if you just try and use the marks card without having anything in the view, this is the view, then nothing happens because there's nothing to change. So what you gotta do first is drag and drop a category or any discrete value, which is blue. I'm gonna use category and subcategory, and you gotta drag and drop a sales pill. These are little things are called pills. Now, you can use the sort option up here, it's extremely helpful. But as you can see, it's a bit bland because they're all the same color. So what you got to do is hold Control or Command if you're on Mac, and then drag one of these things, whatever thing you want the graph to be colored by, and drag it to color. And guess what? The color gets changed. Woo! But another thing you could do is drag sum of sales, because if you look at this, you can't really tell because you don't know you don't know the exact value of the sales. So what you got to do is hold Control or Command and drag sales to label, and boom, you get a label. See, you get the exact label, which is very helpful. Now, oh crap, I almost forgot about size. Size is, well, it changes the size, but you really shouldn't drag anything to it. You can just drag the slider and it automatically changes the size. All right. Now, if we go on, you can see labels. I just showed you guys that detail. I don't really touch it. And tooltip is very cool. So tooltip is this little box that you get whenever you hover over a part of your chart. So if you have a key and I, you'll see that this little box here is tooltip, and it shows up everywhere. But you can click on the tooltip option and you can directly edit what happens in there. So it would be like, if this ever loads, it would be like, oh, as you can see, there's a sales subcategory. But if you were write Alex is cool, smiley face, then if you hover over it again, you would see Alex is cool, Alex is cool, and Alex is cool. Pretty neat, huh? Now, obviously, I can't help you guys troubleshoot because this is a video, but I don't know. Comment in the subscribe, like, and comment, please. So, let's go. And these are the two most used charts, the line chart and the bar chart. They're literally the two default ones. Now you can use your knowledge to make a graph. We just did. You can also add like different colors, different labels. If you want to spice it up, you can use, instead of sales, you could use profit. That would be cool. And this is the end of the video. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I am done, because hopefully this audio quality is better than last time.